it comes with its headaches like flooding.
Most definitely, Brian, and I must say that a lot of us are enjoying the rain, but when it comes to Centurion, it becomes extremely problematic. And we were looking at some of the tweets and some of officials speaking about how Centurion is also always a very big problem, especially when it comes to flooding. And this is because of the Henops River that has so much household waste in it. Sure, there's so much water at my feet, but let me just actually move out of shot and just show you. There is a truck further down. It's a bakkie actually with a diesel trailer attached to it, and this is where a young gentleman aged 23 was stuck in that bakkie from 5 o'clock this morning. It was just about 30 minutes ago where he was actually rescued and taken out. The bakkie still remains because the flow of the water is so severe that they are waiting for the rain to stop so that they can see if they can actually get that bakkie out. And of course we're seeing lots of flooding throughout Centurion, and this is one particular instant where the gentleman was basically saying that he didn't realize how much the water actually was on the bridge, and that's when he decided to go through, and that's when he got stuck. And basically he's lucky that that diesel trailer was attached to that bakkie, otherwise he would have been completely swept away. And if you can just see on my right hand side, there's just so much water flowing through, and this is all of course because of the Henops River. And I must reiterate the fact that the Henops River is bursting because of all that waste. It's not allowing the river to flow as it should because of all the waste that's in there. And previously when we actually did a story on the Henops River, they were saying that when the rain comes it's going to be a massive problem. We're seeing lots of parts of Centurion. Centurion Hotel, we know, is also submerged. Lots of cars as well submerged. So it's a very big problem here in Centurion, and many people have been warned to take it very easy and avoid lots of roads because of all the water that's flowing and blocking the roads.
Yeah, if you look at the list of the roads that have been affected, it's like, big roads in Tshwane like Nelmepius, Littleton Road and Samren Road are all flooded.
Exactly, Bradan. So we do understand. I wish I could actually just, if you give me a second, I can just actually tell you which some of the roads are that are severely affected, so that motorists can actually be aware. We understand it's Lenchen and Noord. That's affected, End and Rabi, that's also affected, John Avenue, Samrand Road, John Foster to Lake Hotel on Hendrik Verwoerd. These are some of the roads that have been heavily affected, and we do know that these are some of the roads that have actually been completely closed off due to the severity there. And just speaking to some officials here at this particular incident, they are all saying that it's really bad and people should avoid traveling in and out of Centurion because one never really knows how severe the flow of the water is. Some roads, of course, have been blocked off, but it seems to be quite a severe situation here in Centurion.
Yeah, the Centurion bearing the brunt of the flooding in and around Tshwane. And on your way there, Heidi, very briefly, did you see the presence of any emergency services officials going to other parts of Centurion? I mean, if the number of roads you've mentioned is plenty, and I guess many people who work in and around Centurion today will best avoid traveling into that part of Tshwane.
Most definitely, we did see a number of emergency services, particularly at the situation. We saw fire and rescue here. Of course, they are deployed to assist when people are trapped or when the situation seems unbearable, and that's when they are deployed to see where they can assist best. So we have seen a number of officials out and about trying to assist where possible. When we spoke to Tshwane EMS Services just a short while ago, they did indicate to us that there are a number of spots where they have deployed services. We do know that Supersport Stadium in Centurion has also been severely affected, and it appears as though there's an informal settlement very close to that where it seems as though people are affected there quite badly. We are going to head off there shortly to see what the situation is like. There are a number of hotspots here in Centurion, or should I call them wet spots, that are severely affected. So we're going to have to wait and see how severe the situation is, but emergency services have been deployed to assist where possible.
You take care on the road there as you move up and about and around Centurion, Tshwane and other areas this morning. Thank you very much, Heidi.